It's Sunday. Hello, BC. Listening to some Kit Watkins on a CD since it's easy to play on the CD. Early solo works. A few things to share today. Just got word that I had my first and hopefully my only fuck up with Sonospheres 2. James Drummond, I'm so sorry. I sent you the wrong color and I didn't sign the damn thing. And somehow I want to make it right. I hope it's the only one I messed up. So far I've done pretty good. This is the only one that I messed up. James, get a hold of me and we'll see what we can figure out, okay? Very sorry about that, James. Very sorry. Speaking of, yesterday I had just a slight bit of controversy regarding my video, and it was because Words Ruin Music thought I was talking about him, and I wasn't. You know, my comments about bringing Bowie up again was about a conversation that was ongoing on Facebook. But I think the encouraging thing is that this person, whoever they are, Words Ruin Music, we talked it out and we got it straight. I do believe that cyber communication can work. It's very easy to get wires crossed. But if people are determined, like I am, to be civil, number one, and to have an understanding with, emerge from whatever the controversy is, then this can work. I know that not everyone sees every video, but I'll say for this video that if you take something I say personally and I don't mention you, that's on you, because I'm not talking about you. That's not my style, okay? If I needed to address someone directly, I will, you know. I've been chided in the past for doing it. Oh, you shouldn't be doing, that should be private, you know. So anyway, we got that straight, but I want to say, for the record, if I say something and it angers you, pricks you, strikes you, positive or negative, I am not responsible for that. You know, I'm responsible for what I'm saying. But your reaction is on you, you know. You know, sometimes I think about the olden days when people would have duels. It's like, why do they have to have a duel? Why does one person have to get in someone else's shit so bad that they want them eliminated? Why don't they just go their separate ways? That's the part of humanity that I don't understand. If somehow we meet someone that rubs us the wrong way or we don't like them, why do we have to fight? I guess it's just something that's unavoidable, but I would just as soon just go away. Oh, you smell funny, you know, your pheromones don't agree with mine. I guess I'll stay on this side of the forest. Something like that, I don't know. Anyway, it was very encouraging that we were able to talk it out and, number one, find out that it was a complete misunderstanding. I wasn't referring to that person, okay? As clear as I try to be, everything still comes out like mud. There's just nothing that can be done, you know? It's just human communication, and getting along is just, it's hard, okay? Anyway, let's get to music. Several things. I recently did a trade with Carl Nolan. I don't think Carl's making videos right now. He comes and goes, you know, kind of like apparently Lazarus. Apparently Lazarus is gone, you know. I mean, I guess he's gone. Wow. Glass Orchid Aftermath said goodbye. To each his own. Everyone's got to do their own thing. I want to be here. I like this so much, you know. This is, to me, this isn't a phase. I'm a music geek and I love records and music, and this will forever amuse me. I've always been more interested in sitting around playing records than breeding, which is the main thing going on in Omaha, Nebraska. Everybody grows up and finds somebody to get married to and breed. Not that it's a bad thing, but notice how I say it. You know, making families is a wonderful thing, but when you look at the way that we're trashing this planet, It makes me wonder, what are you still having kids for? But anyway, just let it go. If you don't like what I just said, okay. Carl Nolan and I did a trade, and don't have that much to trade. But Carl is someone who he's in Leeds, and some people just, I connect with him, you know. And I can tell that Carl is someone like me. He's a broken soul, but he's also brilliant. Did I say that I'm brilliant? Yeah, I did. We have to be able to wave our own flag. I haven't always been good at it. But Carl is an artist and a filmmaker that we vibed on a lot of music, punk, avant-garde, all kinds of stuff. And we did a trade. He was real late getting the trade, his part back to me, so he threw some extras in. You didn't have to, Carl, if you see this. I was fine with what we had agreed on trading in the first place, but Carl was more than gracious, and I want to share what he gave me in return. Le orme, senti l'estate ci torna. I love singles, and this is an original Le Orme single, 1968. I understand my friend Andrea Della Piana in Italy tells me that these in the markets and over in Italy are really nothing, and they're cheap. I love singles, especially import singles. Love them. So if we can work something out, Andrea, send them on. I love singles. He also sent me this, New Trolls, Visioni, Io ti permerò. New Trolls, man. Oh, this is so cool. And then even better for me, it's on the original Phonet Cetra label on a 45. You know, virtually worthless on the market, but what it means to me to own one now. A New Trolls single on Cetra, made in Italy. Yeah, it's that cool to me still. It is. I don't mind if I don't care if I look like a total geek. I don't. This was a blowaway. The Sound are one of those Manchester bands that never got their day, and this is one of their best songs. Heyday, The Sound on 7-inch. Wow, Carl, just killing me. On the Korova label, it's in just incredibly excellent shape. Man, this blows me away. You know, this. So that these things are the things that let me know that this is about more than just trading records. It's about people actually forging real friendships. Look what he sent me. This is an original. They're not worth money, but it's an original. My God, you know, to get a Beatles record from a kid from England who bought it in England, where they're from. It just has so much sentimental value to me. Another blowaway, several blowaways. This is a punk rock classic. Never expected to see this. Fatal Microbes. Violence Grows. You guys that like punk rock, do you really know your history? I love to do this because some of you do. Okay, you punk rock aficionados, you know what this record is, don't you? Fatal Microbes, Violence Grows. This is a punk rock classic. Look at the band. The drummer was maybe 13 and the bass player was maybe 12. I think their mom was in another well-known punk rock band. Can't think of it right now. On Small Wonder. I think this is the label that first gave us The Cure. I can't thank Carl enough. This one is the sentimental one for him that he sent me. He didn't have to. He sent me his very first industrial experimental single that he'd ever bought. Defabric. I'll show it quickly because the cover is that's a porn shot. These records, when this industrial stuff started to happen, one of the big things that was going on in the music was this sexual content. Kind of like, what taboos are there left to break? What areas of life can we uncover that are still difficult to look at? Because I've always dug it about punk and about cutting edge art movements is let's talk about what's really going on. And this is just kind of eerie. I just love it. Defabric. Thank you so much, Carl. Not done yet. Now here's one that I haven't looked at yet because I don't know the significance of this. It's like I probably should, but I haven't looked it up yet. Limon Limonero. Doing Hang on Sloopy, Henry Stephen. Now this slicked up look, you know, it might be just kind of for a joke factor, you know, between me and Carl, but I'm thinking that this maybe was a hit or something. I haven't looked it up yet. But I really appreciate this. He also sent me another Italian single by Franco 4, Franco 1, Franco 4, Franco 4 and Franco 1. Ho scritto tamo sola sabia Silvia. They like Sylvia, maybe? Love it. And the very last one he gave me was, and I used to have this. I bought it when it first came out. Birthday Party, Release the Bats, original on 4AD. I can't thank you enough, Carl. Can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Last thing I want to share in this is that, yeah, I'm talking a lot about my album Sonospheres because I have to, because I do not have a publicist. I don't have any money for ads, and so this is how I talk about it. I am aware that some people are probably groaning, but what choice do I have, okay? So I got a little local press in the local one of the local weeklies, the Reader Weekly, and they wrote up a nice little and included that picture there. A nice little write-up explaining what I'm doing. There's also an article about Icky Blossoms below me. And I just want to share that. Trying to do this for real. Trying to be a real living working artist. I guess I'll go ahead and keep talking. I had a video shoot yesterday. The video is for Omaha Community Foundation that is involved in a lot of projects where Omaha is growing, and this particular foundation is supportive. It's a philanthropy group that supports nonprofits. Carver Bank is a nonprofit, so that's how I ended up being involved. It'll be on TV in May. Looking forward to it. But before I went to the video shoot, it was a perfect excuse to go to the record store just to see if there's anything there. And I bought some $3 and $4 used records. This is what I got. Put my peepers back on. Wim Mertens, Close Cover on Windham Hill. I didn't buy this today. I just have it out. Camel Nude. I love this album, y'all. And this is out from playing last night too. Hella, The Devil Isn't Red. This is great. Zach Hill's drumming, fantastic. Okay, what else did I buy? I actually didn't have this Passport album, Iguazu. So I got this for $2.99 yesterday. This was fine yesterday. Hughes by Sam Rivers. This is smokes. This is excellent on Impulse. This is very good. This is one I bought for sentimental value. Rolls Royce is an R&B band that had the huge hit Car Wash. And this is an album that's called Stronger Than Ever. I ran into an old friend of mine at the record store and he pointed out, hey, Walter's on that Rolls Royce. This guy right here, Walter McKinney, is from Omaha. He's an old friend of mine and the guy that we ran into at the store. And I said, for $3.99, I gotta represent. I gotta get that. That's Walter. It also made me muse a little bit more about how making records to me is so important, and yet to many people records are just trash, you know. And I just have to keep that perspective, you know. But I bought that because my old friend Walter is in the band. Pick this up. And it's good. I played it yesterday. I was like, I like this better than I thought I would. A Better Land by Brian Auger's Oblivion Express. And this is a good record. I really like this. Two more things. I bought this, Backlash by Freddie Hubbard, because I'd never seen it before. It's a reissue. The record is a reissue, but this cover is original without a doubt. You can tell. I mean, just you can see, but also holding it. It's that huge, thick cardboard. The smell. I had never seen this, so I grabbed it. Last thing I got was an Inner City, because like I said, when I can find Inner City cheap, I'll get it. For the most part, I'm starting to rethink that. Arrowhead by Wayne Johnson. Now, this is an example of what I call coffee table jazz. These guys are good players, but it's like some of these songs are just really, really like radio music. Flim Johnson on bass played with Alan Holdsworth. I got to meet him, nice guy, and he's a great player, so that also got me to buy it. I like the label Inner City. They have some good stuff on this. This one is on the light side. So I'm going to stop it there, thanking Carl once again. Thank you all. Thank you, Words Ruin Music, for getting back to me. I know that it's part of human behavior that you have to have the dark with the light, the good with the bad, the evil with the divine. But I want to say for the record that we've, as a species, have been on this planet long enough, and we have brains. I really believe that we could be doing much better now when it comes to aggressiveness towards one another and hateful behavior. I may be a fool, but there's something inside of me that says we can do better, and that's why I keep saying it. So the message is for everyone, but it is, I wish I could talk to people that kill and people that hurt others. I wish I could get someone that does that to sit down and talk to me and explain to me, what is that about? Does that sound crazy? I wish I could reach people who think it's okay to just destroy life. Maybe it is okay. I don't know.